exited the mask.
What's up, Lou?
You entered the black light, exited the mask.
Shells.
You entered the black light, exited the mask. You entered the black light, exited the mask.
Yo, we back again. If you're throwing in the towel, then you're back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with the childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's necks. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the mask.
Oh,
you entered the black light, exited the mask. You entered the black
you might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You entered the black light, exited
Give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on to get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's been cloudy, so I doubt you remember that I walk with the king of kings inside me. Just like the root in India, Irie. I volunteer, no, the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy.
Yeah, I get it.
You see the? You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick, you a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean, Caribbean. Yeah. Yes. Bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the Mido Cats. It's deeper than tats and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back. Yeah, we need some 3 parts on this, man. I can't carry these boys at chorus. Come on, line up. Yo, I need y'all 3-part harmony on this. I don't know how you can work it out, but work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Get to the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword and I'm taking you out. You try to stop me and I'm faking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis. And I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near to you. Far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew. Heavily into the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week. Intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head. Let the past stay dead and keep a level head. And don't be misled. Remember most of what I said. I'm hot like times in a rock, but you got us hot from working on the block. By the end of the night, how deep this music is. What is it rather demand to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it rather demand to gain the world and lose your soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demand it. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and the weather's handed. The Taliban spent more time to destroy cities where rhymes inspire minds. So long as Big Papa.
I'm gonna change up today. I'm gonna get a little relaxed. Huh? That's changed up. Yeah.
Whenever I rip, but it's devastation whenever I rip. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits, straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that.
Take my shoes off.
Fights and drugs don't make a true MC, and I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this.
Yes, they're logs. Shut up.
Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool.
Bought these things about 6 years ago. Got white ones too. I just never wore the white ones. Yes, they're lugs. Things are old, duty old. Not as old as me, but they duty old. Chinese secret now.
Yes. Did you not pay attention in your history?
I'm gonna get a little. Gotta have my boy 3 pounds of pressure. You know what I'm saying? 3 pounds of pressure, man.
It's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music.
I gotta go next door. Well, they ain't home right now. I think I might have figured it out. Ganja. I don't know. We gotta get it together. We ain't do nothing last time. You, me, and T. I'm charging my batteries for my drone. Excuse me. Me, no surrender. So much charge. Gotta wait for that light to go green. Still kind of green red. Oh wow. Hold on. Gotta go my boy and give me some good. Let's see where he got this from. Tossed up. You wrapped in book of flame, my God, it's over. Your time was in the end. Locked out, silent without sin. You put me on the letter for justice to win. The press is about to get rolled down. With some pressures attached in the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the pitiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just meditating of the actions of the pretentious circle. Pull the black blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't to withstand. Over meals too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe in TC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone when it got the dome. When it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight from above. I'm given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn. Is the back hurting, bro? I hit that my last night. I was out. I went to sleep early, y'all. Sleep early. I think DJ was spit attack, and I had to read this phone because I had the phone. You know, I don't like going to sleep with the phone. I turns it off and I throw it on the floor. I don't want to care if it's charged or not. I was in here. I turn it off. I throw it on the floor. I don't want to come in. But anyway, I unplug the TV. So anyway, I did that. I got up in the bed, butt naked, window open, cold in the mug. Woke up at 3 o'clock again. I was like, okay, what time? Oh, I think I went to sleep at 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Man, listen here. 2 hits of that. Man, I was.
Everybody back off. You know, everybody.
I'm glad I unplugged and turned everything off the home. Doing them because let me tell you now. Woo, child.
Push. Step, crush. That's how it all is. It's like nobody ever stopped.
I want to see if it's any good. So I don't like buying them. I got a bunch of them in the fridge.
Oh yeah, this is good. It's a little cracked, but it's good. I gotta still pick up some grape. What you sniffing, man? I give you that dang on kitty cat, man. That kitty crack boy, and you go crazy, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. Look, I'm about to get back in this and talk. I'm gonna talk for a minute. I'm charging up and get my drawing together. I'm gonna sit back. Don't attack my feet, nigga. I know you don't like my sheep so much stuff. If you ain't bought this book, I'm still gonna do a breakdown. Baby girl Slaughter, thank you for the donation, honey. It's always the women that come through, man. I tell y'all, man, they the power. This book she's doing right now, it's phenomenal. This is gonna be a good one to break down, even though it's very simplistic. I love it. This one, we're gonna have a conversation. This is a good podcast, 3 or 4, so we can really get into it. I need to sit down and talk with her so we can have like the basis of everything. I actually was reading it again. I don't have to read the whole thing again. I'm just going through certain particulars. There's things that grab me. But everything is informative. That's why it's important to purchase the book. One thing you never do, even though I'm reading books, small books, pamphlets to me. To you? All right, let me turn this down. The reason why I'm reading stuff to you is because I need you to see things, and everybody's perception on, it's like art picture. If you look at a painting, everybody's going to see something different in the painting. So reading a story, is the same way. Most people know how to read. Some people, it's like conditioning. I condition y'all so you accept when I read. I know how to get very dramatical. I know how to add the keys, everything. I know how to do that. My thing though is if I do too much of that, then you really won't hear what's being said. You'll steep yourself into it and allow your imagination to open up, which is what I want to do anyway. Then you can go back, and that's why I don't mind reading things a second or third time when I should be probably reading other things, because I need those few who are, like he said, apprentice, that it's important, because most people in life are apprentices again. You don't remember everything. You haven't had total recall. And so that's the reason why I do what I do. I do things based on what's specific to what I am required to do, not what others think should be done. That is how you walk into your being, you collude with yourself on your reality. I have this big mirror that sits by the dining room table, right? That I have not put up. That should go up on the tape on my big dresser, but I was going to put it up on the wall so that when people walk by it, they can always see themselves. Because most people don't see themselves. They see other people, and then they think they see themselves in those people. Well, if you detest yourself that much, then the person that you see yourself in, you're going to venerate hate towards. We have to change that. And that's in all walks. Now I know you see the thumbnail, the light skin and the carbon base, dark, and the bumping fists, right? Well, the whole purpose of that, we don't know music. The whole purpose of that is because if the enemy saw us actually together, and I ain't talking about people walking around, because let me tell you something. You need to hear this again. They have their people situated. Y'all saw that thing in New Jersey, right? With all those police officers, and 240 of them, those sadists, half fake Jews. All right, police officers who were talking in a way, and even people who consider themselves Arab Americans because of their police, and it was all about the downtrodden, poor, pale skin, and the worthless criminal Negro, which is steeped in the liberal theology of things. And that's why I have no respect for people talking about brothers and sisters when they say the liberals. Thank goodness they're getting up out of that and they're learning the truth of history. Yet if we had come together, as it should have been, and most of these Pelicans realized we were the original Republicans, okay, then this stuff wouldn't be happening. And you have a bunch of idiots, they get the vacations, they get all the little fake fiat, and they walk around with their head on high, not knowing that don't mean nothing. Because if they was to look at the world and see what happened to the rich, the ones that didn't get away, and what they were subjected to, they would probably stop being what they are. Why am I saying that? Well, there are people who know me know that I got many light-skinned brothers and sisters who I love. Now, I ain't going to be making no babies with no light skins. But what I'm saying is, I have no problem with it. If that's what it took for me for survival, because most of our sisters were ignorant as fuck, or they had the uterus taken out and had too many abortions because they didn't pay attention when brother was telling us, Margaret Sanger, our genocide, and they too busy wanting to lick each other up. Oh, well, See, with us, and this is what the pale skin, this is what the Gujas, this is what they know. When I say pale skin, I ain't talking about all of them. Because many of them don't have a problem. I've got a friend of mine be like, you need to meet my sister. Hey, what? No, but she built like one of our sisters. And let me tell you, don't let it go down. Because I'd be like, look, you have twins? I have her walking around with goddamn quintuplets. Don't get it twisted. I know the importance of saving out, and I know how powerful our sperm is. Our seed is very powerful. That's what y'all don't get. Exactly. And until we all come together and realize how important it is, the survivability of our people, man, it is not ordained by you or me. It is ordained by something higher. If you want to sit there talking about God, you're an idiot. If you think that the creator of creation is going to let you exhibit it by some fucking name as if you have the tongue to do that and you don't even know your language or who you are, what is wrong with you that you're going to listen to all these fake P. Diddy party pastors and all of them? Listen here, man. That goes for light skins and dark skins. And that's why y'all need to snap about your little corner. You know what I'm saying? Women, I am not trying to drab you. What I'm saying is pay attention around you. Look around and realize what you're dealing with and how that energy rubs off and how it formulates a foundation of thought. I know a lot of women are weak. I remember my first wife talking about, baby, my breast hurt. It'll toughen up. Even a mama was saying that. Went and bought some Similac. I said, you crazy? I went and bought some pumps. I said, we're going to be milking them big old daddies. She had to have her dick. That's why I used to be like, you ever see them kids when they jump into the big pit with the balls in it? Anyway, right? How you think we met? I was drunk one night, walked up to this girl. I was hitting on a friend. I looked down. I said, you got to be God. Laying my head on her breast. It took off from there. Listen, man. Look. I was doing stand-up comedy. Anyway, right? Yeah. Diesel. Anyway, right? Still look good. Anyway, right? And still, a friend still wanted me. I was like, well, if they knew what I really believed in, because they had the Catholics and all that stuff, I'd have had them both. But I said I'll respect her, Vic, and did the right thing, I think, as far as in their narrative, which wasn't for me, which is never a good thing. But I was fighting certain demons. I hate that word. But because we don't have healthy camaraderie, the women don't have it around. I'm hoping that's happening, and the men don't. That's why it's important that we build like one another, and we allow ourselves to become exuberant in this truth and this reality. One thing I can never stand is how these fake relationships have created jealousy. And do you know how many people have died because of that? 5 seconds or 5 minutes can get you 25 to life of unstableness, of believing that you're in control. And when your actions clearly show that you never had control in the first place. See, that was established by the enemy, but how do we buy into it? Survivability. But it's not our way. And right now, damn it, y'all should be desperate for change. But hey, I can only speak on certain things, right? I'm going to say it again. Pay attention to the circle you're around or you're in. Most people that come here, you're pretty much not in a lot of big circles. There's agents, not too bright, and I'm not here to change their mind either. I need them to stay messed up. Because, like I said, you're not going to like what you find at the end. It's not a joke. But if the light skins, pale skins come out derogatory. But it just means you're not as melanated as you should be. The light skins and the dark skins, if they were to get together, for those who get into this quantum of shades and stuff, if you were to come together and put away all the stupidity, because you need to leave those goofy races alone. They are the dumbest people, those Black Power movement muff. You got to leave them alone. And when they come into the light of truth and they start walking in a different new, you will realize that's how it was in the beginning. We walked as one. There was none of this stuff that was created. When you got a sponge, if you got a new oil or a new kind of water on the table, when you go to wipe it up, what does the sponge do? It soaks it up. Now it's used to just cleaning up suds and regular water that comes out your faucet. Maybe every once in a while, a little spattle on you, a little, what you call it, a little splatter from your oil when you're frying something, right? Things that is common to until it gets worn out. But then there are times when somebody else comes into the kitchen and they drop something, or a different tear, or a different baby's weebies on them, you know what I mean? And now that sponge has to be put to use again. It's a new liquid or substance, but what does it do? It sucks it right on up. Sometimes we have to change the sponge, or we can say we have to change the way we see, visualize, think, and respond. You're a sponge. So you're always picking up a lot of stuff. And that is how we got to, the precipice of how we got to where we're at. Those brains are nothing but sponges. And sometimes you got to say, nope, that spill's going to pretty much dry up, Dirty Harry, dry up like poo-poo and blow away in the wind. You don't have to go trying to pick up every little drop of and every little spill. All right? I'm sorry. These chips are the bomb, y'all. Oh, these are good. Especially the beet ones. I can't really eat beets no more. They do something to my body. Maybe because they're not real ones. Oh, here you go, bro. A lot of you have good relationships with our lighter skinned brothers. And you know you do. Some of your sisters have slept with pale skinned babies, men. I would advise you not to. But if you have, are you still with them? Well, make sure that they're solid individuals. But for baby's sake, you need to get with a melanated man that has the history and the knowledge and the truth in their DNA, in their genes, without all the hate and the destruction. If you're still capable of producing, I don't think people will understand that on the level of where it needs to be understood on. But the practicality of it, they always say you're in a minority when you never was. Because if you go back in history, those who were labeled with the caste system of white, that was only about 35 to 40%. The rest of them were melanated of different forms, whether Arab or I'm serious. And then some of you say, well, where I live at, where do you live? Have any of y'all ever taken a look at all the projects and how many bodies are in the projects compared to the people in the suburbs, and then look at the cities and how many people work in the cities? Have y'all really ever crunched the numbers? No, you never did. So you accept what they gave you. Because if there was very few of you, do you think they'd be doing what they were doing? Well, they're doing what they're doing now because most of you are ignorant. Well, look at all the little melanated sisters from Cali and all them other places running around. Not saying those are the only places with the hair straightened or to walk the wig on, and they're carrying on. They talking like, I don't know. You ever seen someone say, I can't stand black folks, because they were growing up in the time of turbulence, broken families, blah, 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 that were created by the very people who they want to run up under. Not saying all of them, but it's impractical. And look at the guys who get smart and they think that they got to act like Urkel. What's that all about? That's kind of a sociopath to me. This is not spewing hate or rhetoric. Our people are walking from their power, their lineage, their base. All the men of who we are always had a tone, a superior tone that was in lieu of order. Now they're walking around sounding like, hey, buddy, what are you doing there, buddy? Who do you think you are? How dare you come knocking on my door at this time of the night? Like, what in the flying mother? Right on, buddy. Go. And they don't even say. That's some Tommy, whatever. Anyway, but you know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. And this is not hate. Y'all know that. I mean, comedy's funny, right? And I know I see it all the time when I watch people's videos, and people just want to hear the same thing over and over as long as it's pushing hate. I can't blame you. I can't blame them. But I can hold you responsible. And that's what I'm going to do. If that's what you think is the proper direction, and that's your focus, and that's what you think is your energy, then you're unguided, you're misrepresented, and you're selfish. I don't want nobody like that around me. Because you're a walking haphazard. You're not just deadly to yourself, you're deadly to everyone around you. Seriously. So I didn't do nothing with my hair. I just brushed it down. It looks crazy. But anywho, we don't need that. I'm not telling you who to sleep with or who to be with. Some of y'all, it is what it is. I'm going to love you regardless. Snoo is my baby girl. It's my love, my life. But you better believe there's some other sisters out there that had to be up under the guise of her and are about to make some damn babies. It ain't about sex. Far from it. Bust a nut. How you think I'm going to make a baby? Stupid asses. That's the whole part of it. The sexual pleasure is a beautiful thing. I mean, they're trying to teach the kids that it's all right to take a bookie up the butt. I mean, come on, man. The boys. You can't make that up. You know? And I'm not taking orders. I'll see the women and I'll talk to my baby girl and I'll know the women who are worthy. And the ones who are sitting there walking around and lying, she'll know who they are. Not worthy. I'm not putting this wonderful energy to free you from your darkness. You have to first free yourself from your darkness. Ain't no way in the world. And then those babies, that's everybody all hands in. Because those babies are that which matter the most. To be represented, to be spoken upon, not to be some idiot wanting to sleep with them because they half a man or half a woman. You know, you think about all the stuff that they're proving that Diddy did, the fact that Jay-Z and all them, all the videos, all the perversions. Diddy was set up by Quincy Jones and Clive Davis. Went to their little old man orgies with a lot of those singers, even probably Chuck Berry and even, you'd be surprised, Mr. Apache himself, James Brown. You better believe. I mean, Richard Pryor went to those parties and got his thing sucked by some of them. You know what I'm saying? Had to, you know. And that video, that's Puffy getting slammed up the butt. He says, take that, you know, he's telling them what to do. And there's other people talking about how Diddy would walk around with his robe on, and every once in a while would flash people when he had the butt plug in his butt, with a lit one, the little light. You see, y'all don't get it, man. You don't get the mentality between people put into a position to believe they're starving. You know, when I used to be in Jacksonville, I used to be around some pretty weird souls, right? And people smoking crack and everything, right? And people are like, Red, why you want to be around that? I says, man, it's pretty funny to watch them. I'm drunk. My bones don't break. And I can handle myself. I'm always like strapped anyway, right? But not advocating violence. But it was a hellified study. One hellified study. A heavy one. But when you're in a dark place, yeah, you don't know that the darkness is yours, but you're in a dark place. You capitulate. Then this is fracturing. And then when you know how this happens, or how it happened, and you know those who made this happen, you don't get angry at the people. You're not upset with them. You see that they've been robbed. They've been victimized to establish and put another group of people in a position that they were never meant to be in, because they don't even know how to maintain it or hold it or be responsible for it. If that wasn't the case, why are they so busy wanting to make people into machines and murdering babies and everything else they do, hiding children away to raise them without a family, to make them their family, to make them new soldiers who have better food and water you, so that you be subjugated to those children who are now adults who have equipment and stuff, who are trained in underground places that you run around in the BDU with an M4. Please, these individuals are well trained, better than you, better shaped than you could think, have been learning how to do things, though they've been steeped in occultism. That's the only flaw, the broken thing. They're not pure. We have the pure ones out here. Can't tell you where they're at, but they could topple 100 of them. You choose not to listen. You just don't want to get it. That's on the light skins and the dark skins. Y'all better come together, because y'all all you have, and y'all better come together soon. And if you see one of them goofy racists or one of them fake double talking wannabe Chazar liberals, shut them up. I don't care if they're wearing a costume. Y'all supposed to move in great numbers, move as one. Only an enemy of the people will sit there wanting to record and see what they got to say and showing up at their doors and all that. Y'all should be worrying. No, don't be worrying. And then, you know, I've had people say, but you work in magic and voodoo. And I say, he said, next time you say that old weak ass bullshit, I'm gonna knock you upside your head. I don't advocate violence, but they got the message real quick. Like I play in that preschool shit. When I say be righteous, do you think righteous means not knowing things? Because most of the people doing what they're doing don't know shit. I don't care how long they've been doing it, how well and what they found. They put themselves in a position they can probably never get out of, and they don't want to know the end, because they'll never hear how it ends. See, that's the funny thing about them. They'll never hear from those who went to the other side. They'll always hear the lie. Because if they heard the truth, all them some bitches would straighten up. Hillary Clinton and them be admitting to everything they did. All those dumb son of bitches. I wouldn't care if they had a half a lizard brain. Hell, if those other things, I'm not here to talk about them, knew what was at the end for their ass, they'd have been gone. They'd have crawled back up in the rock or whatever. That's why they can't know. I know y'all, you feel comfortable when I say that. It's not about getting comfortable. God damn it. Oh, man. What a ride, what a ride. And they thought I was being a challenge when I was saying leave me alone. I was just saying how stupid they were. I knew it was going to fall. Why you got to be messing with the books, bro? I put the chip on the books. I was trying to push it to him, and he popped his, tried to hit my finger. Little nigga. Excuse my language. You get it? You retarded. I'm sorry. Funny motherfucker. Anyway. And the brothers, they can tell you, he's a trip. Anyway, I'm gonna go off of here. I just wanted to talk about that. If the brothers of all walks came together. Like I said, there's some great, wonderful Atrian, Hindus, Chinese. There's some great brothers and sisters all over the world. You know, I'm not about that hate crime. I just don't like stupid people who are willing to do stupid things. If everybody together came together, especially the light skins and the dark skins. Man. Y'all don't get it? Oh, y'all like that? I just decided to hang it up. It's an actual painting. It's, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. It's number love and respect. Hey, yo, y'all just popped back up again. Hey, yo, Delusions, Tariq, Charles Johnson, Marcus. Excuse me, my apologies. Positive energy, you know I'm right, Charles. What's not Max V? That's my Ish. Who's this cat? That's shit right there. My baby girl Snoo. I had y'all laughing, man. I see some smiley faces. What's going on? Nine baby girl Slaughter. What's up, honey? How you doing, mama? You got a handsome son. Excellent. I hope he's doing some great stuff. Okay, with some energy that way. Grand Ascension. You know that's right. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all got some tea. I hope y'all got something that's worthy to share. I hope something for you to ponder and think about. I hope it's meaningful. I know that some people are just really into the entertainment thing. I know some people just believe that they're supposed to get all the great information and stuff. I know there's people that just want something that's going to be befitting to them. What is pressure? Sometimes you got to mold that old thing. You got to shed that old shell, and in order to grow. And some people just like being under pressure all the time. I would think that y'all don't like being under all this pressure. What I'm doing is to hopefully get some people to look at things differently, to research things, to find better things, find better ways, other keys, and to get from under the pressure. Now, pressure is good. But how to mitigate the pressure? Every time I did a spinning back heel kick, I was never satisfied. And the pressure wasn't just the fact that I had to stretch more, do more squats, do more deadlifts, do more, core exercises. And also, the pressure took me spinning around and kicking the bag, and sometimes kicking it wrong and receiving the pain, more pressure. But to molt and to grow a new shell was when I could do it flawlessly. Even now, without stretching, I could hit a spinning back heel kick with the bad knees and everything, and I'll take your jaw off. I'm just saying. And quick. But the thing is, the pressure. It was never comfortable. But I always kept going. Perseverance, which is part of a Taekwondo quality. Perseverance, right? These things is what we need to remember. Even like those, my service dog, though her heart was weakened, I think she might have been poisoned, okay? Though her heart was weakened, she refused not to get up and meet me. She refused not to give me a kick on my cheek. She refused not to growl at somebody that came too close. She did her thing up until that little sick little bitch, young bitch, gave something to put my dog to sleep, thinking I didn't know while they were telling me, we're just going to give something to relax her so we can put her on the x-ray. She gave something for my dog to die, and I cursed that little bitch. And I bet her whole life, if she's not alive, I bet it's been the worst of worst, that I can guarantee you. That's why I always say, leave me and mine alone. And the enemy is too stupid because they're not practical. That's a guarantee. Anyway, so I hope y'all took something from this. Hope you learned something, that if light skins and all the shades of brown came together, they wouldn't be able to do this crap. And if you were to tell all the actors and actresses and the musicians and the sports athletes, shut the STFU, excuse me. I told them to wait 5 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. Anyway, yeah. I hope y'all speak wisely and are the voice for something else other than all the crap that is going on in the world, okay? And I received 2 of the most beautiful pictures I've ever seen in my life of this magnificent woman. And she was taking a picture in the mirror, and she wasn't standing there like this with a booty, so you could see a booty and everything else and all that other goofy stuff. She was beautiful, just, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Bernard, what's going on, Aki? A9424, what's going on, beloved? Anyway, I appreciate you guys. We'll shut it down, and I'll be back exactly at 5 o'clock for a read. Somebody said, why are you not reading like you was? Because it doesn't work. If the 100 people were here watching that I know would do so, it's the way it's not even the algorithm, it's the individuals, you know who. I'm not going to give them no energy. They're literally make it store. It's you know what I'm saying? And I did the algorithm reset and everything, and it's still playing a part. When we don't fret about it, we don't worry about it. That's on them. So I appreciate the donations. I appreciate super chats. Anything, it'll get us over that, and you sharing this. It's a wonderful thing. All right. Appreciate y'all. It's nothing but love. My beautiful sisters. Remember, y'all are, and this is not a, I'm not one of them things, right? Y'all are the energy, the power. But the men, well, y'all the energy. The men is that protective power, okay? And that's just the way it is. That's why the men are screwed up. They didn't protect the power. They didn't protect the energy. And the energy doesn't know what direction to send energy in because she doesn't have the proper protection. That energy could have kept the men protected. It's a big story, and that in its entirety is a whole nother. That could be a podcast where everybody come on and they can vent whatever they think or whatever, and then I could share a little more. I've shared more than enough, but you know how we got here. So seeing how you know how we got here, well, let's back the truck up. Let's put it in reverse. Put it in neutral. Clean up what needs to be cleaned up. Put it back in drive and head in the right direction. All right? 2 on 1. My apologies. And I'll see y'all here later.